Kids, today I am wrapping up my AOA Studio Shop Miss A makeup basket for the month of April. So let's get into this. There was a lot of products that I used this month. And I just spent most of the month using as many as I could. So here you go. This is what we have. Boy, I don't even know how to jump into this. Let's go according to the list. Okay, eye primer. This was my eye primer, and I used it 14 times. Now you have to understand, usually I wear makeup every single day. But this month has been really, really warm. I live in California. It's like over 90 degrees right now. And it's the 30th of April. So I have not been wearing makeup as often as usual. That happens every summer. So, and now we're into this whole thing where we're, staying at home, which hasn't really changed my makeup wear, to tell you the truth. It's just that it's summertime and nobody feels like putting on anything in their skin when you're just melting. So I use this almost every time I wear makeup. Not quite. And that's 14 times. Do I think it's good? Honestly, I can tell the difference. Would I repurchase it? Probably not. Okay, and next was the primers. We have the Wonder Skin. This one, surprisingly, I thought this would be my least favorite of the three, and this ended up being my favorite. It goes on clear, it doesn't do a really great job, and it does have glitter in it. But right now, for what I need with the warm weather, it mattifies my skin, kind of. Enough where it makes a smooth, nice canvas to put on my foundation. But it does have glitter in it. I wore that 6 times. I wore this 6 times as well. This is the AOA Studio Perfect Filter Face Primer. I thought this would be my favorite. It's okay. I mean, it does what a primer is supposed to do. Is it great? No. And then next was the No Pore. This is the A+ No Pore. I wore this 3 times. I really didn't like it. Now, if I used it when it wasn't so hot, would I like it? Maybe. Because that's what happens in the summertime. Like, I have like 4 months of 5 months of just, my skin goes crazy. I just, so who knows? Try it again in the winter, see if I like it. Well, I really shouldn't say winter. We don't have winter here. I'll try it again when it's not so hot. And yes, I'm being very negative about the weather. Next was concealer. I wore this 2 times. I haven't really been wearing, this is the Wonder Cover Concealer. HD Concealer. I have mine in Classic Ivory. That's so hard to see. It's the same color as the concealer. Anyways, I don't wear concealer that often. Usually when I wear concealer, it's as an eye primer, to tell you the truth. But occasionally I'll have something so terrible on my face that my foundation doesn't cover it. And that's when I use this. Speaking of foundation, I've been using the AOA Pro Wear This is the Pawpaw foundation. It is a full coverage foundation. It's supposed to be mattifying. It is thick, really thick, and I don't really like it. I think it'll make a great mixer though, because sometimes you get those ones that are way too thin. I think you put a drop or two of this in there, bam, you'll have a good texture. So that's what I'm going to be saving this for. I don't really like mixing things, but sometimes you just need a little boost. That's what this would be good for. I used that 5 times. And I didn't find it exceptionally mattifying, but then again, it's summertime. I'm melting. Okay. This blush, Mod. This is the Perfect Blush, and the color is Mod. I wore this 12 times, and I am wearing it right now, and I really like it. Yeah. I don't really have that much to say about it. It lasts pretty much the whole day. It does fade. If you're going to be out for 12 hours, this is not going to work for you. For me, I really require my makeup to last like 5 or 6 hours. And I would say this goes a good 4 to 6 hours, depending on how heavily you put it on. Now, these 2 blushes. This is the Lumi Radiance blush in Sin. And then this is the Lumi Radiance blush in Wine. I was using these as highlighters because they are way too much as a blush. Now this Sin color is way too dark. I can't use it for anything. I know you'd say, oh, well, you can use it as a eyeshadow or something. Well, you see all the palettes behind me? I don't need another eyeshadow. This one in Wine, I wear this all the time as a highlighter. I wore the Sin color once and went, oh my god, that was a sin. The Wine color I wore 12 times as a highlighter, and I really liked it. I'm wearing it today as a highlighter, and I really like it. It's kind of a pinky highlighter, which is one of my favorite kinds of highlighters, so this is a keeper. Next, let's go on to sprays. This is the one I used today. This is the primer spray, and it kind of works like primer water. You can put it on before your makeup, after your makeup, however you want to use it. It kind of smells a little bit like cucumbers, I think. And this is my favorite one. I also have the, and I use that primer one 7 times. This is the UHD Primer Spray. I don't know. I want to use this more to see if it actually works, but honestly, this feels like water. It doesn't feel like there's anything in it. I don't know. This is Shop Miss A's house brand. It's A2O. That's their skincare brand or something like that. Anyways, it's still Shop Miss A. And then I got the A+ setting spray. This is supposed to lock in your makeup. I think it kind of smells like rose. I mean, it's okay. It's just that this A+ primer spray for smooth, even skin. This one just happens to be my favorite. I think it works the way I want a spray to work. I just think this just doesn't work as well for my skin. Who knows? Maybe for your skin, it's the other way around. I used the UHD twice, and I used this setting one, the rose one, 4 times. Okay. Here we go. These are lip liners. do I wear lip liner? Not usually. And that shows. For the month of March, I used Tease twice. I used Crush 0 times. How did I feel about the 2 times I used this? It's really creamy. I liked it. I just am not a lip liner person. If I wear something where I need a lip liner, I usually just go for my clear one. There's nothing wrong with them. I'm just not that person. Okay, and lipsticks. I've been using the AOA Wonder Lip Lock 24-hour lipstick, and I love this formula. They don't last a long time. They will dry out, but for $1, this is a great formula. This will stay on all day long. You can eat dinner with it, and as long as you eat like you eat when you're wearing lipstick, it'll last through dinner, and it will still be there that night when you take your makeup off. I love this lipstick. It's great. It's what I'm wearing right now, and I wore it 13 times, and I really liked it. Okay. Powder. We skipped some stuff here. Powder. I wore this. This is the AOA Studio Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder. This is very powdery. I do not like a lot of powder on my face, but right now, you know, summer, I can kind of get away with it. I used it 14 times. It's okay. It's not something I'd go out of my way to buy. I don't know if I would repurchase it, to tell you the truth. There are a lot of other powders out there that I prefer, but I'll use it up. And brows. I used this 13 times. This is the AOA Studio Wonder Brow Tinted Brow Pomade. My favorite brow product of all time. This is my second one. They do dry out pretty quickly. So the first one, I used a huge dip out of it. I would say I probably used about half of the product, and I just couldn't deal with it anymore. So I repurchased it. When it's fresh and new, this is a dream. I love it. It's so good. Okay, and then we have these 2 lipsticks. I was going to use these as cream blushes because if you use them, these are just the regular bullet lipsticks. If you use them as lipsticks, you put them on, 10 minutes later, you put them on, 10 minutes later, you put them on. And I'm not talking about eating or doing a lot of talking or whatever. I'm talking about just put it on, be really still, and it just disappears off your lips. As a cream blush, they were okay. I had no problems with them. I don't use cream blush, especially right now where I'm not really wearing anything on my face. I'm decluttering these. Okay, and yeah, I wore that one time, and you know, it wasn't my thing. Okay, I'm decluttering them. I was going to use 3 sheet masks that are not AOA brand, but you can buy them on Shop Miss A. Obviously, I didn't get around to doing it. I'm slacking. What can I say? It's this whole staying at home thing. I don't know. It threw my schedule off. I know this sounds really weird, but it did. It threw my schedule off. Even though I work mostly from home anyways, something about it just threw everything off, because I think not because of how it affected me, which, you know, it reduced about 2 days of the week for me. About 2 days of the week, I would have to be out and about at doctor's offices and stuff. And now I'm not. That's how it's changed my life. Not huge, but But I think since it threw everybody else off, it threw me off. Anyways, okay, back to makeup, you know. So I had nail polishes. I have already decluttered the black one, which if you want to watch my update in the middle of the month, I did an update because there were so many AOA products that I had that I decided to do an update in the middle of the month. I'll link that up here. So I already got rid of the black one. This is a gray one. It's a beautiful color. It does work better than the black, but it still chips off so quick. I was so discouraged by the nail polish use that I was getting out of this, this month out of my makeup basket, that I quit wearing nail polish. And then I bought a Wet n Wild nail polish this month, and it was terrible. I'm just having the worst nail polish experiences this month. Just, anyways. Okay, and this pink one here, this gray one is called Secret, and this pink one here is called Bash. This is, it's like a topper. It's a wash of pink with some glitter in it. But if I'm going to do a, you know, like a topper, I just want the glitter, not the wash of pink. So I'm just not going to keep these, okay? So I'm going to declutter them. And I just wanted to talk about these. And yes, it's dirty because I used it. These are to hold your makeup sponges. They're $1 and I love them. They're from the site. They're great. I have 2 of them to hold my sponges. This is the Paw Super Soft Beveled Sponge, and it's still a little damp right now, and it's dirty because I just did my makeup. And I love these. And the thing about them is that as you use them and as you wash them, they don't fall apart like regular sponges. It seems like around the edge, they just get stiffer. Like it doesn't want to clean as well, and it just gets stiffer. And then eventually it's just gross and you throw them away. They're $1.55 each, and there's something about them that doesn't feel like they get, I don't know, like you're not getting a lot of water out of them. And they just seem to keep water in them. But they work well, and after you get used to the texture, I like them. $1.55. And usually I like the teardrop ones, but for some reason the texture of the beveled in this brand works better for me. I don't know. It does. Okay, I wanted to talk about these little things right here. This is the lip makeup remover pads, and this is the eye makeup remover pads. I love these. I don't use them all the time, but when you need something that's a little extra to kind of soak that extra eyeliner off or soak that liquid lipstick off, these work great. And I've repurchased these many times. Okay, did I cover everything? No. This little color switch, I got it to compare it to the other generic type color switch that I have. This one, it's just a little color switch. And honestly, I haven't needed one, and I never got around to using it. I changed my eye brushes out. I don't use the same one over and over and over. I have a lot of eye brushes, so I don't have a lot of use for color switch. But I do want to try this and see how it works. And that is it. I have covered everything that's sitting here. So out of all of this, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 declutters. So That's not a lot of declutters considering how many products I had in this makeup basket this month. It was a ton. So if you like my videos, hit like. And if you'd like to see more, hit subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye! That's not a lot of declutters considering how many products I had in this makeup basket this month. It was a ton. So if you like my videos, hit like. And if you'd like to see more, hit subscribe. And I will see you next time. Bye!